Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Only had the one runner this week, and little Miss Gutsaa here. We just give her a bit of a trot up, and she pulled up nice and sound. Look, she ran a really good race. I thought she had the winner cold at the sort of top of the straight, and the winner just sort of drifted off the fence, and I think she had a good look at it, and sort of as it came out, she kept coming out, and it probably cost her, I suppose, at the end of the day, but she just hasn't quite got that killer punch yet, but I'm sure it'll come. She's running in really good grade now. She's made it to town and she's really competitive in town. So we'll just sort of keep her to that grade. She's now had a few runs in, so we'll just see how she does holding her body condition. But I thought, you know, she drew a good gate, had every chance yesterday, and was really competitive. So looks like a nice sort of genuine city grade mare going forward. Runners this week will take Halo Bell down to Terang, 1000 metre 58, that's her go. She just sort of went off the ball a little bit after her last start, and I wasn't 100% happy with her. Not really sure. I thought her work was really good through the week, so I'm going to take her back to the races. Look, she's drawn out wide, which I really like with this filly. Yendall goes on, so jump out, and she'll show good early speed, but let her sort of slide back to midfield, stay sort of off the fence, and then sort of let her come down the middle of the track. But I think she's back to where she was. She just went right off the ball there, and I was almost going to have to put her in the paddock, but I was pretty happy with her work through the week, so we'll give her another run and see how she goes. That'll be Terang on Friday, is Halo Bell. I'll take Spezia to Moonee Valley Friday night. You see she's got a little bit of a war paint, a little bit of a rash on her face. And I just going to throw her in the deep end. This is a really strong race. There's a couple of horses that have been racing over the spring in good quality mares races. So we're not going to be kidding ourselves Friday night. I probably could find a bit of a weaker option for her, but I think she's going to make a genuine city grade horse. So coming into this time of year, I want to run her in some city grade races. If she's not good enough, then I can always drop her back. But I think the horse's next two runs are going to be very good runs, and I think she just seems to be going really well. Oh, sweetheart. She just seems to be going really well. So I want to run her in good races and see exactly where we're at. She's very fit and very well. Nice, goes up to the mile, which should suit us. Everything should be right. So there's a couple of horses in it that on paper are a lot better than her. So I'm just really keen to sort of see how she matches up with them. But she's going to go to the races in good condition, and we're going to sort of come out of Friday night knowing exactly where she's sort of going to be at for the rest of the summer. And as I said, this race is probably a bit strong for her, but going up to the mile should suit us, and be really keen to sort of see how she goes. That's Spezia at Moonee Valley Friday night. Saturday we'll head up to Tatura. We'll take Haley's Diva up there to a maiden now. Ran her the other day, didn't have a real lot of luck, got shuffled back at a really vital time of the race. So she's had a run over that sort of trip now. I'm going to drop her back to the 2,000 metres, put some blinkers on and ride her forward. I think she'll be all over this race. I'll be really disappointed if she doesn't be very hard to beat on Saturday at Tatura. She's going good. I think she's better than the maiden, and first time in blinkers with these sort of fillies, I think I have a lot of luck. So it'll be Haley's Diva at Tatura on Saturday. Yeah, okay, Deploy and Destroy. This is a difficult horse. We spent so much time with him, getting him to jump out of the barriers, and then he got into all sorts of trouble the other day and was horrible. His track work's been great all week. I was going to take him to Penshurst on Saturday, but I really need a good senior rider to ride him and just ride him exactly how I want him ridden, and I just couldn't find the right rider on Saturday, so he won't go to Penshurst. Instead, I'll take him to Kilmore on Sundays. Kilmore Cup Day, it might be a little bit strong, the race for him, but it's not so much about winning, it's about him actually showing us that he can jump and do things right. Ability-wise, he's got it. He's just got to get his head around being what we want him to do, and he's in such a difficult horse. So, very, very frustrating horse for the owners, I tell you. They've stuck on well because he just does so much wrong. So he'll go to Kilmore on Sunday in a 1200 metre race. Going to bring him back to the 1200. He's been very, very fresh. Going to send him to the races, sort of really jumping out of his skin. He's very sound. His track work's very sharp. He just needs to do everything right, and if he does that, he'll be competitive. I just don't know how strong the field's going to be. Being Kilmore Cup Day, I'm tipping it's going to be pretty strong, but there's actually a race in 10 days' time for him that I might take him to as well. So even if he goes to Kilmore, does everything right, has a good day out, and then we back him up in a couple of weeks, he should be pretty hard to beat. But he's going really well, and you can't help but like him when you see his track work. You go, this is a nice horse, but he just hasn't taken it to the races. The first time he does, he'll be pretty impressive. Grable, gee, she's been a really difficult horse to work out. She's all her whole life, even since we bought her, I always thought she was probably going to be a mile, maybe a mile and a quarter horse. where she just doesn't seem to have the stamina to do it. Her track work's really fast, We spent a lot of time this time in just getting to relax and to finish off. And I took her to the races the other day and was really disappointing. I thought she was really weak getting to the line. She found herself in a lovely spot. Everything was right for her, but I was really disappointed with the way she was. So I'm just going to bring her right back to the 1100 and see how we go there, and just have her hitting the line. Try and ride her off the speed and have her hitting the line rather than sort of half spice sitting handy and not finishing off. So there's an 1100 metre race at Geelong on Tuesday. So I'll take her there, regardless of how she goes. I just want to see this horse jump, relax, and finish off. And once she starts doing that, she'll start to win races for us. She's got a heap of ability, but I just haven't been able to really work her out yet. As the come along, Jeffrey. It's been a little bit difficult. I'm going to take him to Geelong on Tuesday. There's a 1300 metre race. I had him in a 1400 metre race at Sandown. I give him a gallop and he just overdid it. So I was going to sort of go back to the 1200 metres, but there's actually a 1300 at Geelong. So we should get a really good tempo. So give him the chance to sort of settle, which will be a better tempo than the 1400. I think he's probably going to be a 1500 metre horse, but his work was just way too aggressive for a 1400 metre horse through the week. So I'm going to wait and go to Geelong on Tuesday with him in the 1300 metre maiden. He's well above average maiden, this horse, so probably the only problem you're going to get at Geelong, you might get that nice sort of 3-year-old having its first start or something that would be hard to beat. But as far as maideners go, he's a good one, and he'll be pretty hard to beat on Tuesday at Geelong.
Hi guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week we'll go with a horse called Manzaretti. Unfortunately, last prep this horse had very bad colic, which required him to go and have surgery, and he was looking a bit bleak at some point, but he's recovered really nicely. He spent a few months out in the paddock recovering. Got a little bit fat, enjoyed the life of eating grass and looking after the young ones, and all his wounds and that have healed up. So Peter Sanders and all the owners decided he'd have a really lovely life living at Emsley Lodge. So he's become the stable lead pony. So put down the definition, he goes around with all the young horses, any horses that are a bit towy and that. So he's just started working up to doing a bit of evens with the young ones around the track. I've had the great pleasure of riding him doing that, and I've really enjoyed doing it on him. He's a lovely horse to have around. As you can see, he's a big teddy bear. He wouldn't hurt anyone. So we're really lucky to have him as the stable lead pony, and he'll always have a life here at Emsley Lodge, and we can continue to use him.
Hey guys, I thought I'd let you know that I had my ticket to ride approved yesterday, so hopefully I'll be out at the races in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting out there and finally race riding, as it's been a long journey here. I had racing.com come out here today and do a little interview on me, so hopefully that will be up in the next couple of days if you guys wanted to watch that. Just a little bit of story of what happened beforehand and during, and what I like to do in the future. But yeah, so hopefully I can get out there and bring a couple winners in for you guys. But yeah, so I'll see you guys out there.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Really good news for everybody, isn't it? After Saturday, people can come back to the races and sort of open slather a little bit. Even frustrating on Wednesday, we had owners at the races and they couldn't come and pat their horse, and you know, first-time owners into having a city runner and they couldn't come and see their horse. But anyway, hopefully, you're going to bite him, are you? Hopefully everything's sort of back to normal and a bit of normality in racing. A couple of good chances this week, pretty keen on them, and then early next week as well. I think we'll go to Bendigo and then we'll Warrnambool the following week. So a couple of really nice chances in the next 10 days. Congratulations to Maddi. She got her ticket to race ride now, so all's going forward. We'll sit down with her in the next day or so and we'll find out when we have her first race ride. But she probably, there's a couple of nice horses sort of going to Warrnambool next week, so there's probably a nice little ride there for her that she'll kick her off, and hope everyone follows her career. Until next week, see you later.